This is Jeff Cowan coming to you from Jeff Cowan's Pro Talk with my weekly podcast entitled Right Service, Write Your Own Paycheck, the path to making $100,000 a year. Because just like I say every week, 20% of you out there living in the United States of America and Canada that are writing service are making $100,000 a year or more. 80% of you are not, and almost all 80% of you are missing it by a wide margin. If you're going to be there all day long, why not maximize the opportunity? How do you do that? You keep listening to me. I got the secrets. I've done this for 30 years. I've shown thousands and thousands of people how to do it, and I will show you too. You just have to be willing to do it. Now, like I always do, I listen to my phone calls. I read my emails and texts, and you've been telling, and I kind of get a vibe of what's going on in the marketplace out there, right? What people want to talk about. And this week, I've noticed in the last few weeks, I've been getting a lot of texts and emails from people who are brand new to the job. And they're asking me for some basic tips that they can do to become the best they can be in the shortest amount of time. So that's what we're going to address. You're brand new. All right, so here's what you want to do. This is stuff that will get you to the top. Because here's the thing. Within 60 days, 60, and I'm being generous, 60 days of being a service advisor in the United States or Canada, within 60 days, if you're not hitting the shop minimums in sales, retention, and survey scores, something's wildly wrong. You should be able to do it within 30 days if you're doing it right. You watch my training, you will be. All right, but let's say you're brand new. So here's what you're going to do. Number one, 5 things here. Number one, take any and all training you can get your hands on. I mean, I don't care what it is. If you find a training video, there's an online thing you can log on to and do training. I don't care if it has to do with the text, with the parts, whatever. You take any training that you can. Now, this is going to require a lot of time on your part, but look, this is when you want to dig in. You want to get the right habits right from the get. You don't want to come in and get comfortable and then 6, 7, 8 months, 2 years down the road say, okay, now I'll learn this stuff. You want to be as good as you can right from the start. So you take all the training you can, but you're working 10 hours a day. Go home and train for at least another hour, hour and a half, and you become all the training you can get your hands on. All right. Now, number 2, when it comes to training, really important here, here's the parts that I would focus on first. Focus on this part of the training first. A, focus on training that shows you how to talk with your customers. This is where most people make their mistake. They go in and they worry about all the technical side of it, the computer side of it. You know, the average service manager, by the way, will take a brand new service advisor and put them in computer training for a week or two on how to write up a repair order and assign parts numbers and all that stuff, and no time showing them how to handle the customer. The last time I saw, the computer never paid you a dime, but the customers do. The computer stuff will come. We got a generation here that can pick this stuff up quick. Don't make it overcomplicated, okay? So use an individual. Focus on the training first. A, that shows you how to talk to your customers. B, shows you how to take control of the customers in the situation. So it's another big problem. Most service advisors out there today do not understand the power of control. They do not know how to take control, and instead they let the customer come in and take control of the situation, take control of them, and it ruins their day. So the first thing I look at when I see somebody at 1.3 hours per repair order with low survey scores is their ability to take control. They almost always fail that. B, so look at training that shows you how to take control. C, watch training and get involved in training that shows you how to set realistic expectations for your customer. Now, there's a real art to doing this. Okay, this will make your job so much easier. It will eliminate heat, will increase sales, survey scores, retention. So again, A, shows you how to talk to customers. That's what you're to focus on. B, how to take control. C, how to set realistic expectations. And D, focus on training that will help you handle some of the biggest complaints you see from your customers. Now, whenever you're in the customer service business, no matter how good your business is, there's going to be things that drive your customers crazy. So find out either from coworkers or from standing around and listening or asking your leaders, your managers, your owners, what's the biggest complaints you see your customers have, and you figure out not one solution to every one of those things, but 2 or 3. So you have plenty of arsenal here, and focus on that. So again, number 1, take any and all training you can get your hands on. 2, what I'd focus on first, because you're always going to train yourself, is again, A, the training's going to show me how to talk to the customer. B, how to take control of these customers in the situation. C, how to set realistic expectations for my customers. And then D, training that will handle the biggest complaints and things that you see your customers complain about. Now, I've got 3 more tips here, but before I get into that, I got to tell you, I've got some workshops coming up in Toronto, Atlanta, Phoenix, and Indianapolis, Indiana. Get signed up. 1-800-248-2931, 1-800-248-2931. Anybody calls that answers that phone can get you registered for the workshop that I myself will be teaching. I'm going to show you how to get perfect survey scores. I'm going to show you how to get retention above 80% within 9 months to 12 months. I'm going to show you how to get your sales penetration to numbers you've never even felt possible. No arm twisting, no pushing, just pure salesmanship. And you know what's great about my workshops is we have customers that have come to see these things forever, and they will confirm that what I'm sharing with you works. I've shown thousands of people how to do it. You can go to automotiveservicetraining.com and register there. If you're an individual paying for this because your business owner or your manager doesn't want to pay for it, I have a special deal for you. If you're a business owner, we're trying to get these things sold out because they're that close to being sold out. In August, we have a special deal for you, so jump on that. I also have Right Service, Write Your Own Paycheck. You can get it in books, hard copy, paperback. You can get an e-form for your e-books and your readers. Amazon.com, Barnes & Nobles, or automotiveservicetraining.com, or dial that number I told you about. Have one of my trainers come to your service drive. We'll stand out there with you 85% of the time when you're working with live customers. We'll stand there with you. We'll coach, critique, role-play, and even write service to show you how it's done. All my trainers are experts. They've all been fixed operations directors, service managers, and service advisors. They were at the top of their games. They did the best. They're all very familiar with my product. They were raised on it. I mean, you want to get it done, that's the quickest and easiest way. Get our virtual training. Get this pocket guide. It's going to show you how to close sales, how to handle objections on the service drive. We do it all because we care. I want you to be the best. If you're going to be out there, let's maximize opportunity. Quit jacking around with this. I mean, come on. Do you want to be the best or not want to be the best? You know, I mean, if you go home tonight and your kid wants to do coloring book and they don't have one, it ain't their fault. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, geez, come on, let's make this thing happen. Live life. You only live once. You live in the United States of America. Go see this gig. All right, so back to this. You're brand new, so how do you become good quick? Number one, take any and all training you can get your hands on. Number two, focus on this training first, okay? Show you how to talk to customers. B, how to take control. C, how to set realistic expectations. D, a training that will help you handle the biggest complaints you see your customers have. Now we're ready for number three. Be as engaged as you can with your leaders and managers. Now, it doesn't mean suck up. It doesn't mean become a pest. It doesn't mean to become a burden, but stay as engaged as you can and follow their lead. Chances are if they're a leader or business owner, they've been in your shoes, and their advice, no matter how crazy it may sound, is going to be, it's more likely to be good advice than not because they have a bigger stake in the game. Their success depends on your success. So stay as engaged as you can with your leaders. Be willing to go above and beyond to show them that you're real, you're serious, you're there to get it done, you care about the business, you care about them, and you care about yourself. Okay, so be as engaged as you can with your leader. Number four, come in early and stay late. I know I say that in almost every podcast, but I can't tell you the value. I can't go into it too much. I mean, if your shop opens up at 7 o'clock, get there at 6:30, get there at 6:45 so you can get everything set up, you can get it, get your head together, and if nothing else, get there early so you can walk around and see what's going on in the shop, get to know people, and see what the vibe is. You know, does it look like it's going to be a busy day, a slower day, so you can get your head in the game, right? Same thing when you stay late. What can you get done and to help you get prepared for tomorrow? And then finally, number five, this is important, take advice from your coworkers who are already doing the job, but take the real advice from the most successful person doing your job. Now, here's what I mean. If there's 4 service advisors out on the job, and this guy's making $100,000 a year, and this girl's making $90,000 a year, and this guy's making $50,000, and this guy's making $40,000, these $40,000 and $50,000, I'll listen to their advice, but the guy that I'm really excited about is the guy that's making $100,000 a year with the perfect survey scores and high customer retention. That's the guy I want to mimic. Now, this person may not even like you, so you may have to mimic them from a distance, but watch what they're doing because if they're making that kind of money, they have great survey scores, and they have high customer retention, that's who you want to be. It's not these other people who give you bad advice, but they're not at the top of their game. If your kid was going to play in the NBA, would you want them to go to sports camp where Michael Jordan was physically going to teach it? Or would you want to go to one where I'm going to teach? I've never even played high school basketball. You know what I mean? So you're going to mimic the most successful people on your service drive and their words and their mannerisms, what they do, how they say it, the work ethic, everything. Because if you mimic them, you can match them. And then once you match them, then we'll show you how that you can exceed them. And again, most of these people are going to want you to be successful because the more successful you are, the more successful they will be. So you won't have any trouble. But even if they don't like you, you can mimic them from afar. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, if I came into any service drive within 30 to 60 days, I'd be matching, I mean, letter for letter what that top person was doing, because I'm going to mimic what they're doing on their drive. I mean, that's just what I'm going to do. Now, just one note on that. Sometimes people go in and you say, well, and you see they're not making the money. You go, well, it's because I followed him. Well, why did you follow him? Because he has perfect survey scores. Yeah, but he's not making any money. Why did you follow her? Because she has the highest customer retention. People wait in line for hours to talk to her, but she writes 1.3. Why would you want to follow her? Why are you following him? Well, because he has 5.0 hours, but he has no survey score and he has no retention. You're looking for the most well-rounded person. That's who you want to follow. There's one on your service drive. There's one on every service drive. So if you're brand new, there's the 5 steps you're going to do to get yourself to the top as quick as possible. If you're not at least matching the minimum standards that your business owner or service manager has put in place in 30 to 60 days, you're doing something wrong. But this is a formula for success. I've followed it many times myself when I've started new jobs. My name is Jeff Cowan. I have a company called Jeff Cowan's Pro Talk, and I love talking service. And I love that you come to hear me talk about service. So you keep coming back, and I'll keep talking about service. But between now and next week when we come back, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go find as many customers as you can, and I want you to get them so excited about your product that they buy it, and then they give you a perfect survey score, and they come back with their friends, and you make all this commission, and you get to live the lifestyle that you so deserve. Because between now and next week, that's exactly what I'm going to do. You should do it too. You live in the United States, live in Canada, great places, man. Why make 50 if you can make 100,000? You get to double the lifestyle, double the travel, double everything. Man, it's easy to do. Just got to follow us. Call us up, 1-800-248-2931. Bye. See you next week. Take care.